Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video here to give you guys a heads up on some absolutely awesome PC game deals on deals you get to keep forever. We've got a game deal that I would say is absolutely awesome, so I definitely want to highlight that. And all of the deals that we're going to mention are under $3, under $2, even some under $1. This is a part of the GOG spring sale. A lot of you guys been hounding at me to cover the GOG spring sale, so we're getting to it. We talked about it yesterday, and now we're talking about it some more because there's some great stuff that is discounted, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, so we might do another video. But let's get right into it, and let's kick things off with Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, 85% off for $2.99. Now, there are certain games out there that you might already own on Steam, but some of you guys love GOG as a platform that you find there are certain games that are worthwhile to double dip on. Sleeping Dogs, for me, is one of those games that, man, we have to do everything in our power to preserve this game for eons and eons. It is such a great open world action title, and I remember when it was coming out and a lot of people would say, oh, it's GTA in Hong Kong. It's so much more than that, and not to say it's better or worse than GTA, it's more than just being a GTA clone. Yes, is it an open world game? Does it have a little bit of a focus on crime? Yeah, maybe that'll immediately draw comparisons to GTA, but there's more of a focus on the hand-to-hand combat, more of a gritty narrative that I was much more engaged with, an awesome main character, a phenomenal soundtrack. If you want to talk about games that don't get love for their soundtrack, Sleeping Dogs is absolutely that, and for $2.99, this is a phenomenal deal, and if you're one of the few people that watch my channel and have still yet to check it out, come on, do yourself a service, do yourself a favor, pick up Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, and for $2.99, again, just a tremendous deal. You get the DLC content here as well, so that's great. Next up, another game deal that's fantastic and a part of the GOG preservation program, Mad Max, 85% off for $2.99. Now, this is a game that was released on September 1st, 2015, almost a decade ago, and why that date is relevant to me is because that was the same day that one Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, and, you know, as far as open world titles that people were going to gravitate towards, yeah, most people gravitated towards MGS5 over Mad Max, and MGS5 was the better game, but Mad Max was no slouch either. A solid combat system, a very, very satisfying gameplay, solid open world to explore. I just remember also it performed incredibly well on PC. Obviously, you know, visually it looks decent, but, you know, taking place in a barren open world, it's not going to be the most intensive game, but it was really well optimized and just a really, really solid game all around. Unfortunately, never going to get a follow-up to it, but for $2.99, I think that's a great deal as well. Next up, we got The Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. Witcher 1 is $1.49, while Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings is $2.99. Witcher 3 is on sale as well, but Witcher 1 and 2 are the games that a lot of people haven't checked out. Witcher 1 absolutely does show its age, but it's still a solid game to go through. They are doing a ground-up remake of Witcher 1, so that is incredibly exciting, but probably won't be out for a couple of years. And for me, with all of these remakes happening, I still think it's worthwhile to go back and play the originals before the remake. I think having the knowledge of the original and being able to compare, it makes the remake even more enjoyable to me. But Witcher 1, $1.49 on that. Really good pickup, even though it's going to be a game that does show its age. Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings is $2.99. This one less so shows its age. And Witcher 2 does have controller support, which, yeah, I get it that a lot of people are going to say this game is best played with a keyboard and mouse, but, you know, having controller support is still great. And Witcher 2, from a visual standpoint, still holds up pretty damn well. Like, even being 14 years old at this point, it's a pretty damn good-looking game, and I would say that's definitely a game worthwhile to play through, so definitely check that out for $2.99. Great pickup there as well. F.E.A.R Platinum is 80% off for $1.99, done by Monolith Studios, who also did Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow War. Recently, they did get shut down. They're working on that Wonder Woman game, so F.E.A.R has had a little bit more of interest attached to it. Incredibly atmospheric horror game. Be the hero in your own cinematic epic of action, tension, and terror. A mysterious paramilitary force infiltrates a multi-billion-dollar aerospace compound, taking hostages but issuing no demands. The government responds by sending in a special forces team only to have them obliterated. Live footage of the massacre shows an inexplicable wave of destruction tearing the soldiers apart. With no other recourse, the elite F.E.A.R. First Encounter Assault Recon team is assembled to deal with the extraordinary circumstances. They are given one simple mission: evaluate the threat and eliminate the intruders at any cost. So $1.99 for F.E.A.R. Platinum, a classic there. Definitely check that out. Next up, I want to give a shout to Lords of the Fallen Game of the Year Edition. Now, this is by no means the best Souls-like on the market. This is the original Lords of the Fallen, mind you. The game that came out in 2014, not the kind of reboot that they dropped in 2023. I did find the game enjoyable, and the thing is, it's down to $1.49, so if you just want an enjoyable action Souls-like to go into, I still think you'll find a good time with it. The dark fantasy aesthetic, I think, is great, and for $1.49, not a bad pickup there, especially, again, at this price point, a decent pickup. Alone in the Dark, the Trilogy, 1, 2, and 3, $1.49 on this. Includes a Jack in the Dark bonus adventure as well, a suspicious suicide, a chilling curse, a malevolent power, finally, a wicked dark secret. This is the legendary Louisiana mansion where, against your better judgment, you're drawn into a world of shadows to explore the darker side of Jeremy Hartward's imagination. Obviously, gonna be a little bit dated from a presentation standpoint. The games came out back in '92, but $1.49 for the Trilogy if you want a bit of a throwback there. Next up, Batman Arkham Origins, 90% off for $1.99. The forgotten Batman Arkham game to a lot of people, but a very, very worthwhile game to go through. Not at the level of the main Arkham trilogy, but still a solid game done by WB Montreal, the guys that brought you Gotham Knights, and Arkham Origins definitely a better game than the Gotham Knights, but a prequel to Arkham Asylum as well. A well-done game, and for this price point, if you just want more of that Batman Arkham action, it's a solid pickup. And if you're just trying to get into the Arkham games, I think Arkham Origins is worthwhile to go through alongside Asylum, City, and Night. So good stuff there for $1.99. Tomb Raider Game of the Year Edition is 85% off for $2.99. I mean, it's Tomb Raider 2013. I talk about this game ad nauseum. It is absolutely fantastic, and it's a great, great action title. It'd be nice to get the other Tomb Raider games on GOG. We do not have Rise of the Tomb Raider, nor do we have Shadow of the Tomb Raider available on GOG, but yeah, Tomb Raider 2013, and it is an excellent game, so definitely recommend that. Hitman Blood Money and Hitman Absolution, both on sale. Blood Money, 99 cents. Absolution, $1.99. Great action stealth titles there. Blood Money is absolutely beloved, where Absolution is the game I more so gravitated towards, was one of the very first PC titles that I played getting into PC gaming, and I just remember being really impressed by the game from a graphical standpoint, but also great action gameplay and stealth action gameplay, I should say. $1.99 on that. And then lastly, gotta give a shout to Prince of Persia 2008, 80% off for $1.99. I really enjoyed Prince of Persia 2008. The game had a beautiful, beautiful art style that's just aged incredibly gracefully. Even 17 years later, combat is incredibly simplistic, incredibly easy, but I still think this is a worthwhile game to go through for just $1.99. I think this is a decent pickup, not super lengthy, but a decent bit of content for the price you're paying, and again, great art style, great aesthetics. Definitely recommended at this price point. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great games at super cheap prices, and games you get to keep forever as well through GOG. Links to all of these in the description box below. If you do end up picking anything up, I do get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. But that is going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, a sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.